had a very bizarre experience with Uber, and I can't be 100% sure that it was human trafficking, but I do live in Atlanta where human trafficking is a big problem. So I wanted to share it just in case this is a new tactic that people are using. So here's what happened. I requested an Uber, right? Once it got close, Uber sent me a notification that my driver would be coming in a few minutes. And a few minutes later, a car comes to pick me up, but it wasn't the car that was shown in the app, and it wasn't the driver that was shown in the app. So I refused to get in the car. And they were like, "Are you sure? Didn't you call an Uber?" And I was like, "No." And because I kept refusing to get in the car, they drove off. Now, this is not the first time that someone has tried to pretend to be my Uber driver and get me into their car. But usually it's someone that just happened to see me waiting outside and guessed that I was waiting for an Uber. But the thing that was concerning about this particular instance is I wasn't in an area where people would just be driving around. It was all the way in the back of a business complex in the cut, like where you have to make a turn and go all the way to the end to get to where I was. It's not somewhere that people just pass by. So this second driver that was not registered with Uber, that was not being tracked in the Uber app, knew where I was to come get me. So here's my theory on what happened. The driver that was being tracked by Uber drove close enough to where I would get the notification that my driver would be showing up in a few minutes. And I feel like they were banking on the fact that I wouldn't be watching the map and that I would just think that it's my Uber driver if a car shows up and says that they're my Uber. But I happen to be constantly checking the map, and I could see that the Uber that I ordered had stopped at a gas station a few minutes away from where I was, and this was not my driver. So that was unsettling. So, as the Uber app says, check your ride every time, because that could have gone badly. So stay safe out here.